In 2006, 2007, when I was 16, 17, you guys were 10, whatever, I was convinced, like, and I think most people were like, oh, Oscar-winning movies and shorts and everything will be YouTube videos in 8 years. It has not happened. And the reason it hasn't happened is because, like, it just sucks. I mean, go on YouTube and look at like a majority of user-generated content. It is god-awful. I know there's some really good stuff, and I know there are probably a lot of people doing good work. They're not getting the most views. The most popular people are, you want to talk about like translated mediums and derivative stuff. It's just like kids talking about other pop culture. It's the Tonight Show posting their own clips on it. This was supposed to be like the medium that bypassed all the corporations and bypassed all this stuff, and it isn't. We lost the internet. I stand by that the internet it had a chance to be like the people's medium, and we lost. I was a YouTuber that posted 13 3-minute videos over the course of 3 years. I mean, that was my presence on YouTube, you know? And now being a YouTuber is posting 15-minute videos every other day of your life. You know, it's wild. And it sort of felt like what YouTube asked of you 10 years ago was, you got a little funny thing to post it. And now it's like, live, reflect yourself, be there. And it's weird, you know, it's the same thing like, you know, you used to be on Facebook and you make a little website and it's like, oh, my little picture and my interests. And now it's like Instagram and Twitter. What do you think? What do you look like? What do you think? Those are base, weird, deep questions. I don't know, I just don't think we're totally processing. I think we're maybe processing on our own internally, but are we processing it as a group, what this thing means, what it's doing to kids, how it changes them, how significant this stuff is. You know, you want to say the word on television, you got to go to Congress. You know, you want to change the neurochemistry of an entire generation, you got to be 5 people in a room putting your hands up in Silicon Valley. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, it's really strange. Yeah. You know, you put a 50mm lens on a camera on a phone, and all of a sudden kids can take compressed images that are beautiful portraits of themselves. Is that good? Should we allow that? Does everything need to be streamlined? Right. We can talk to 5 people, now we can talk to 500, we can talk to 30. Do we need to actualize our social lives in the same way we're actualizing our clean energy and our travel? I don't know. You know, I just worry we're going to look back on this like we looked back on smoking, going, why are we all doing this? And the equivalent of my doctor smoked will be my shrink had a Twitter. You know what I mean? So I just, the conversation is changing so rapidly. You know, and by the time kids get old enough to become the adults that can then change things, the paradigm has shifted beyond anything they know. You know, it's really weird. I mean, now we're going way off the rails, but I'm interested in it because you guys are all obviously smart, young, engaged people, and it's these conversations I have are you know, everyone's having them all the time privately, but it's very hard to have it in public, you know, because maybe it's slightly critical of the exact medium that the conversations are being had on. And probably the mediums have a vested interest for these conversations not to take place. He says as the audio feed cuts out.